Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Medic Regional Blood Center. Nearly 3 dozen area hospitals count on Medic for blood and for plasma. East Tennessee cancer patients count on them for platelets, very important. And Medic counts on you to help on all of those fronts. Visit medicblood.org this week, folks. I've done it. You can do it. It takes 45 minutes. And they do it all over town. They have drives going at all times. Check them out, medicblood.org. See where a drive is near you. Or get out there right here in downtown Knoxville and do it yourself. You'll be doing a good thing. You'll be helping the community. You'll be saving somebody's life. All right. Speaking of people who save lives, here's a guy that saved my life. Dr. Christopher Ramsey is with us from Tennessee Urology Associates. Always good to have you here, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
And next to you, Mike Stoll, who also had a hand in that, because when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I gave Mike for years, has always been in the medical equipment sales business, and you worked on a lot of the equipment that people use to treat the prostate cancer. So when I got it, I gave Mike a call and asked for recommendations, and wound up with Mr. Ramsey here.
That's right.
And you know, since we've been doing that, it was 2011. It's an amazing thing. And I got it at 40, which was ridiculously, that's not the norm. But we started talking about it, and since then we've had so many people who have said, I never thought about it, I found it, I caught it. So just pay attention to this quick little segment that we do each year, because the number of people who catch their prostate cancer, because what these guys are going to tell you, grows year after year after year. And if you catch it, you can beat this one. Chris, we talked about Medic Regional Blood Center, giving blood. That's kind of half the battle on catching prostate cancer. It's basically a blood test and one other little exam.
Yeah, it's half
What's
the
it
battle.
take to catch it?
Right. So first off, you need to take good care of yourself. You need to see your family physician, primary care doctor, have all the screening for not just prostate cancer, but colon cancer, other issues. But you know, when you're seeing that guy, you know, he needs to do a PSA. And needs to do a rectal exam. That's the one thing that none of us like.
Including the doctor who has to give it?
No one likes it. I like it less than any of you guys, but it's something that has to be done.
Yeah. And then the PSA is a blood test. It's literally, you just go in and get blood that's done. I mean, there's not much to it. It's not like, oh gosh, I don't want to have to go through this process to find this. It's nothing. It's simple as can be. And the whole, I wasn't doing it. Mine was just a yearly checkup with the doctor,
no,
who then said, let's go give it a PSA. So that's another part of it. A lot of guys I know, I've had guys on this show who've told me, I don't go to a doctor. They do now because of what I went through and what this show is, and what we've talked about, and the fact that a simple visit once a year to a doctor, that's nothing. You're crazy. You're a wimp if you don't do it. Who is most at risk? Who needs to be taking this most seriously? We all need to take it seriously. Who are the guys that are really in the target zone?
So the recommendations for prostate cancer that I believe, you know, people who have a family history of prostate cancer probably should need a PSA and a rectal exam at age 40. Black men are at higher risk for a more aggressive prostate cancer as well. So those guys really should be going to their primary care doctor age 40. And then for the general population, it's going to be age 50, PSA and rectal exam.
All right, very good. Mike, I mentioned it earlier. The key to this one, I have a lot of people that will come up, you know, and say, hey, I was diagnosed, and, you know, they'll run into, I've had phone calls from people I don't know that have tracked down a number to ask questions about this. And everybody, you hear the C word, you freak out a little bit.
Heck yeah.
You know, but what I always tell them is, hey, whoa. They've already found it.
Yeah.
That's half the battle here. The whole thing with this is, if you catch it early, you can beat this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Early detection is key. And, you know, we talk about most insurance companies now, if you do an annual kind of a preventive maintenance visit and just ask them, hey, check my PSA while you're doing all my blood work. Most of those through insurance plans, they don't even charge you because it's an annual checkup. Just run it and know and start getting a baseline from there. Even when you're younger, just know so you can monitor that. And then as you get older, obviously you have to do some the digital rectal exam and things like that. But you know, when you think about it, I remember exactly where I was when you called me. You know, and I could just hear your voice like, "Hey," I'm like, and I was like, because I've seen it. I
didn't know who to turn to.
I've seen him operate, and I've been engulfed in how to treat the disease and working with the physicians, and it is a very slow-growing type of cancer. If you detect it early, you can remove it quickly. Once you do, boom, you can get back to a normal lifestyle because of the way technology has advanced through it. But most importantly is just sharing the message with your friends. So Sterling was talking in the last segment, you know, when we were on the 88 and 89 team, and we were all for each other, right? So it kind of got me thinking, okay, and I ran the numbers. We have 90 guys on scholarship. There's a possibility of 15 of my teammates would be diagnosed with prostate cancer. But the great thing is all of those have the ability to be cured from it if it's detected early and do the preventive maintenance that is needed to be done.
Got to catch it early. And you've been a great ambassador for prostate cancer health.
You
and that's
guys
amazing.
have said as much as I have, so it's a team effort. And we've also had people here in the past. Jim Wogan has been with us in the past, a former sports director, here to talk about his battle with it. With Bill Schmidt, a longtime UT personality and known name in the sports world, and Ken Sparks was here and talked about the fact that he wished he had caught his earlier. Yeah. And of course, we lost Ken Sparks to that. And that is a lesson that he wanted people to know. Pay attention to this. He remember him specifically on the show saying, I thought I was a tough football coach. I didn't need to worry about this.
It's not going to get me.
That's right. And you've got to pay attention to it. One other thing you can do is, for me, check out ZeroKnoxville.org. All right, ZeroKnoxville.org. There is a walk/run coming up on Saturday, September 28th at UT Gardens. That's at 8 a.m. And the whole idea is to get down to where there are 0 people getting prostate cancer. Tennessee Urology, a big sponsor of that, and I can't say enough good things about Tennessee Urology Associates. And I can't say enough good things about these two gentlemen to my right. Dr. Chris Ramsey.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a year.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully that's all. Mike, hang out. We're going to get back to you. We're bringing you back. All right. Go back on the Sports Source.